Hey everybody, it's MotherGoose and welcome back to my channel. First, I want to just apologize. I'm sorry there was no video last week. I just had too much on my plate. I had a huge video due where I only had 2 days to shoot, edit, and get in class. And then this weekend I had to go home to do an interview with my father. And then other school stuff. I was just swamped. I tried making videos, but they just weren't good. I didn't really like them, and yeah, it just didn't work out. Anyway, so here we are today, and I'm so excited. They finally released the Trench album. It's so good. It's not what I expected, but it's so good. So let's just take a minute and talk about it. I'm just gonna talk overall before I start talking about each individual song. I think the album flows together very well. All the songs, like the order they're in, it makes sense. I don't feel like jumping from one song to the next like it was an awkward transition. It works. It sounds good, and I love it. I feel like it's a 21 Pilots album. There are some bands out there, and they put out a new album, and it's just like, this doesn't sound like you. And that's fine. I mean, it's cool. It's cool for people to go and try new things, the music's for them, really, not for us. So I've got nothing against artists trying something new. I may not necessarily like the music, but I'm not mad at the artists. Again, it's their music, not ours. But I do feel like it sounded like a 21 Pilots album. It just fit their really unique style of music. Again, just like the other songs I already reviewed that they released early, it did take me a few listens. Not every song I really enjoyed right away, but the more I listen to it, the more I like it, which is kind of weird. Normally, if I don't like a song, I'm never gonna like it. Well, last time I talked about just expectations and stuff like that, and thinking about it, I probably didn't like it because it wasn't what I expected, but I kind of let go of my expectations and realized, this is their song, this is the music they wanted to make, and I should just enjoy what they put out. My point to this is, letting go of my expectations, I allow myself to enjoy the music much more. Anyway, so I've been jamming out to this hardcore, but let's jump in and let's talk about each song individually. Okay, so I already talked about Jumpsuit and Levitate. I really like both of them, so I'm not gonna talk about them that much, but I will say I do really like them. I think they're a really good start to the album. Now onto Morph. Morph is really good. I love how he talks about if and when we die, the comparison between the two questions. Just overall, I think the lyrics were a little confusing, but it took me a few times just to kind of grasp what he was trying to say. But once you understand, which I don't know if I even have full understanding yet, I don't know, it's just really good. What more can I say? Let's just talk about that music video for a second. That was really good. I love the story they told. The whole thing about him psychologically creating two versions of himself. One that goes out and does the things that he's too afraid to do, and one that is just timid and afraid. And I thought they were brothers, which I was like, oh, so I was wrong. It really is about his brother. But I honestly, I do think it is his brother now. But anyway, to the music video. On to, his brother. I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, I thought it was his brother, and then he disappeared, and plot twist, it was him the whole time. I really liked it. Again, the song's great. Okay, let's talk about Chlorine. Chlorine is my favorite song from this album. It's so good. And I love that it sounds kind of as if it was a suicidal song, but then it's not. Obviously, sipping on straight chlorine, that is a way to kill yourself, but I don't think he's talking about suicide. I think he's talking about music and songwriting, because in Tear My Heart, he describes his wife in a way as if, she's making him a better person, even if it really hurts. I think he feels the same way about music. It helps him in the end, but it hurts the process. And, you drink chlorine, it goes down your throat, and he uses his throat and his mouth to create his music. These are just my thoughts on the album. like my ideas of what the songs mean. A lot of this I get from the Pop Song Professor, you know, give credit where it's due. I'm going to leave a link to his channel down below. He's currently making videos on, I think, every single song. I don't know if he's finished all of them yet, but if you want an in-depth description of what these songs mean, go check out his channel. He's great. He breaks the songs down lyric by lyric to try and give you an explanation. Anyway, so on to Smithereens. I really enjoy Smithereens. I love the line, "I'll step to a dude much bigger than me." It's nice. It's sweet, you know. He's obviously talking about his wife and how he'd do anything to protect her. You know, I feel like I can relate to that. Neon Gravestone. The line, "I'd mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a king." It's a great song. It's also really sad. Again, I feel like he's talking to his wife. Well, he could either be talking to his wife or possibly his fan base when he says, "If I lose to myself, don't mourn today, move on to someone else," something like that. And he repeats the phrase multiple times throughout the album, and it's sad. Like, I think he's talking about if he were to ever kill himself. I may be wrong. Maybe he's talking about, like, if he, like, loses himself in the fact that he can't, like, write music, that his fans should move on. But I think what he's saying is, if I lose this battle and I end up killing myself, to his wife, don't spend your life mourning for me. Go find happiness somewhere else. And that hits deep. Again, I may be wrong, I don't know, but that's what it seems like to me. Okay, the hype, I don't even know what this song is about, but I like it. It's good. It's probably one of my least favorite on the album, but I still really enjoy it. It's a good song, but it probably won't be on repeat as much as some of the others. Nico and the Niners, great song. I already really talked about it. It was my favorite from the 4 that got released pre-release, but I don't think it's my favorite anymore. It's Chlorine definitely beat it, but I still really love it. On to Cut My Lip. I think Cut My Lip is my least favorite from the whole album. It's a good song. I still like the song, but it will probably be least repeated. Bandito is very good. Definitely one of the lower ones on my list, but I still enjoy it. I haven't listened to that much, so I don't really have a lot to say, but I do. I like it. Pet Cheetah, I have no freaking idea what this song means. I don't know. It's a really good song. It's one of the ones. It's definitely one of my favorites from the album, but I don't understand. I'll probably hit up that Pop Song Professor and watch what it means, but right now I don't know, but I really like it. It's very upbeat, and I think a lot of the songs in the album are a lot slower than normally, which again, that's fine, you know, but Pet Cheetah is not one of those songs. It's upbeat, it's hype, and it's good. Anyway, moving on. Next is Legend. Legend breaks my heart. I mean, it's pretty obvious what it's about, but if you don't know, it is about his grandfather who passed away. He talks about how he's a legend, how he's a classic one. He apologizes for not being able to show him this song because it wouldn't be ready before he passed away. And that's really sad. And I really relate to the song. My grandmother passed away a few years ago, and we were very, very close. I honestly thought she'd outlive all of us, and I miss her a lot. So, you know, I relate. Leave the City, it is the last song in the album. I think it's a really good way to end the album. Again, I haven't listened to it that much. My just initial reaction, I really enjoyed it. It's probably up there with one of my favorites. It's calm. You know, he's playing piano. I wish I had more intelligent things to say about this music, especially because the lyrics, they're so, like, deep. They actually have meaning. They're not just boasting about themselves or how much money they have or stuff like that, you know. Their lyrics mean something. So, yeah, I'm sorry I don't have very intelligent things to say, but I really enjoyed the album. It was really good. Low-key, they talked about Venom in at least 2 songs, Chlorine, and then it's possibly Morph. I may be wrong. It also might have been Smithereens or Neon Gravestones or The Hype. I don't know. But I noticed, I was listening to those songs this morning, and I noticed one of them said something about Venom, and I just think it's funny because the album came out the same day Venom did. Coincidence? I think not. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, so we're just gonna end it with the verse of the day, as always. Okay, this one is just a little bit to encourage you guys. It is 1 Corinthians 2:9. As it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Again, I'm sorry there was no video last week. Yeah, these next couple weeks are going to be kind of hard for me just because I have a lot of filming I have to do by the end of October. But I will keep you guys posted. And anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. MotherGoose out.